like kneeling down shows that you are you really are going to put your ego aside to like want me in your life, because men generally have these egocentric views towards life. Their ego drives them before anything. So him kneeling down is showing me that, oh, I want you in my life and I'm trying to put ego aside and trying to make a lifetime commitment with you.
I don't like the idea of a proposal to start with.
How do you mean?
I feel like if you find a relationship, you should know what you're there for, right? So the question of kneeling down, making a big show and asking, will you marry me? It's a bit unnecessary because normally, if I'm there for marriage, I will marry you. If I'm not, I'm not going to marry you.
So like you don't care about your man like doing all this proposal stuff. Will you marry me?
In public, kneeling down, everybody will say, oh, say yes, say yes. Nah, it's too much.
It's okay. It's too dramatic for you.
It's too dramatic.
Okay, all right, guys. It's your boy Slim Boy, and I'm here with
Maya,
Maya. Maya, you look beautiful in this.
thank you very much.
So I've got some few questions for you. Are you ready?
Okay.
So, how much do you think a guy should have in his account before thinking about marriage?
I think this discussion about what a guy should have and what a guy should not have, I think it's a baseless argument, because
Baseless.
yeah, because I don't think this idea of like what a guy has and what a guy does shouldn't have, it doesn't really say much about the character of the person. What a guy has in his account doesn't say much about who he is as a person, and that's my own thought on it. So a guy, whatever he has and whatever he doesn't have, he's just material. Who is he? That's the most important thing.
How much? I think just enough to sustain yourself, your family, things such as that. If you can merge it with your wife's earnings, it can make sense for you guys to be able to, work well. Yeah, I think it's okay.
Some ladies argue about how much a guy should give them monthly or stuff like that. So, how much do you think a guy should give his woman monthly or give to you? How much do you think your man should give to you monthly?
The thing is, one, I'm independent. So the idea of a man giving me, to me, it's not really as interesting as what most people will want to like get involved in. So what a man should give me is just care, time, consistency, and intention. For me, not money.
Dating him is not a job, so I don't think he should give me a monthly salary. If he wants to, if he can afford it and he wants out of his free will, of course, but he's not mandated to give me a monthly salary.
Okay, what are the red flags that you can take from any guy?
If he doesn't listen, if he doesn't read books.
Read books.
I'm heavy already. And if he's not respectful, not just to me but to others too.
When he's not trying to be understanding, he's seeing things from his own understanding and not trying to see from my own understanding. He's not willing to compromise. He's self-centered, and he's not deep. Yeah.
All right. So the last but not the least, do you think it's nice or proper for a guy to kneel and propose to a girl?
I think it's proper.
It's proper.
Yes.
But some guys don't like it. Some like all these traditional or erotic men that are so deep in tradition. They don't like a guy kneeling down to propose. So what do you have to say?
I think like kneeling down shows that you are you really are going to put your ego aside to like want me in your life, because men generally have these egocentric views towards life. Their ego drives them before anything. So him kneeling down is showing me that, oh, I want you in my life and I'm trying to put ego aside and trying to make a lifetime commitment with you.
So the question of kneeling down, making a big show and asking, will you marry me? It's a bit unnecessary because normally, if I'm there for marriage, I will marry you. If I'm not going to marry you.
So like you don't care about your man like doing all this proposal stuff. Will you marry me?
In public, kneeling down, everybody will say, oh, say yes, say yes. Nah, it's too much.
It's okay. It's too dramatic for you.
It's too dramatic.
Would you want a big wedding, medium or small, stuff like that?
I've thought about that. And if you have a big wedding, people will come and spray money, then you get money out of it. So big wedding.
Big wedding for you.
So you can get money out of your guests.